pace.
Welcome home, sir.
Boot up the scanner, will you? What happened over there?
I had my eyes open. I want to protect the people I put in harm's way.
Damn. Good luck keeping up.
Gonna save yourself and take it on me. What's going on here?
Let's face it, this is not the worst thing you've caught me doing.
Make some noise! And the champion, reigning that is.
You are now listening to
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all across this poison world.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Joshua Freeman. Welcome back to Joshua vs. the Movies, where we react, review, and go against all your favorite movies. Today, the movie I'll be going against, standing in the gold corner, standing about 5'9" tall, Iron Man. Iron Man came out in 2008 and was the first movie released to start off the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Iron Man was directed by Jon Favreau and stars Robert Downey Jr., Gwyneth Paltrow, Terrence Howard, and Jeff Bridges. Iron Man turned out to be a self-made movie for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and critics and audiences alike loved it, but we're still going to put it on the scale though. So without further ado, let's get to the review.
Fight!
Round 1.
I feel like you're driving me to a court-martial. This is crazy. What did I do? Not me. What, you're not allowed to talk? Hey, Forrest.
We can talk, sir.
No, you intimidate them.
I couldn't have called that. I mean, I'd apologize, but isn't that what we're going for here? Come on, it's okay, laugh. Hey! You're kidding me with the hand up, right?
Is it cool if I take a picture with you?
Yes. It's very cool. I don't want to see this on your MySpace page. Please, no gang signs. No, throw it up, I'm kidding. Yeah.
What do we got? Jimmy, stay with Star! Here!
Okay, so the movie earns a point right there. It's such a good opening scene for the movie, and what a great tone shift by director Jon Favreau. It's something you don't expect going into the movie unless you know something about Iron Man already.
Fight!
Round 2.
Even from an early age, the son of legendary weapons developer Howard Stark quickly stole the spotlight. At 17, he graduated summa cum laude from MIT. Then, the passing of a titan. Howard Stark's lifelong friend and ally, Obadiah Stane, steps in until at age 21, the prodigal son returns and is anointed the new CEO of Stark Industries. Tony ushers in a new era for his father's legacy.
As liaison to Stark Industries, I've had the unique privilege of serving with a real patriot. It is my honor to present this year's Apogee Award to Mr. Tony Stark.
Okay, so the movie earns a point right there. I will always reward a movie that can give off a good exposition. In this case, present Tony with an award while showing his upbringing and further showing off his character as the party guy in the next scene.
The best thing about Tony is also the worst thing. He's always working.
Work it! Fight!
Round 3.
Stand up!
My guns. How did they get my guns?
Do you understand me? You as I do. أهلاً وسهلاً. وميت مرحبا.
He says, welcome, Tony Stark, the most famous mass murderer in the history of America. He wants you to build the missile.
اللي انت كنت بتعرضه على الناس.
The Jericho missile that you demonstrated.
نزل ايدك. فهمه.
I refuse.
Okay, so that's gonna be my point. Probably one of the only problems in this movie is the reasoning for the Seven Ring Terrorists to keep Tony alive instead of killing him like Obadiah wanted in the first place. They want Tony to make the Jericho missile, but couldn't they have just gotten that from Obadiah if they was obviously doing business with him in the first place? And yes, maybe Obadiah didn't want to give it to him before, but later on in the movie, they're shown to have him when Iron Man comes back. So it doesn't make much sense to me.
Fight!
Round 4.
كله تمام. كل واحد بس مش فاهم يعني.
لا في حاجة مش مظبوطة. How's that a Jericho missile? Okay, so that's gonna be my point. The terrorists should definitely know that Tony is not making his Jericho missile and clearly making something else, probably something more bionic, as you can clearly see. Fight! Round 5.
Watch out!
Come on. We gotta go. Come on, you gotta go see your family. Get him.
My family's dead. I'm going to see them now, Stark. It's okay. I want this.
My turn.
Okay, so the movie earns a point right there just because the scene is great and it turns out to be pretty badass and also pretty believable. I'm not even going to mention the bad guys probably would have shot Tony in the eyes while he was in the suit and escaping from the cave, but it's whatever. The scene is still good. Fight! Round 6.
There's questions that I would have asked him. I would have asked him how he felt about what this company did. I saw young Americans killed, and I saw that I had become part of a system that is comfortable with zero accountability.
I came to realize that I have more to offer than just making things that blow up. Effective immediately, I am shutting down the weapons manufacturer division of Stark International until such a time as I can decide what the future of this company will be.
What we should take away from this.
Okay, so the movie earns a point right there. This is such a great scene. The whole movie is a character study of Tony Stark Iron Man and his evolution to becoming more responsible with his life, not just with being a superhero. Tony knows it when he got help to get out of the cave.
Thank you for saving me.
Don't waste it. Don't waste your life.
And even though his company primarily makes weapons, he does the responsible thing in shutting down the manufacturing in his company. Fight! Round 7.
Wire under this device, and it's contacting the socket wall, and it's causing a little bit of a short. It's my. Just gently lift the wire. Okay? Great.
You know, I don't think that I'm qualified to do this.
No, you're fine. Is it too much of a problem to ask? Because I'm
Okay.
I really need your help here. Okay. The copper wire, you got it?
I got it.
Okay, you got it. Now don't let it touch. Eyes when you're coming out. That's what I was trying to tell you before. Okay, now make sure that when you pull it out, you don't pull out there's a magnet at the end of it. That was it.
That was it.
You just pulled it out.
Oh God.
I was
Okay.
not expecting.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I'm just going into cardiac arrest because you
What?
yanked.
I thought you said this was safe.
We gotta hurry. Take this. We gotta switch it over. And make sure you. Is that so hard? That was fun, right? Nice.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I feel great.
Okay, so the movie earns a point right there. What a great scene between Pepper and Tony and showing off their relationship. And how much Tony actually trusts her. I don't know what it is, but Robert Downey Jr. has great chemistry with Gwyneth Paltrow and everyone else in the movie. Also, even though he doesn't last, Terrence Howard does well as Rhodey.
We're not drinking, we're working right now.
Hot sake?
Yes, two, please.
No, just, I'm not drinking. I don't want any.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. When I get up in the morning.
So because of the casting of Robert Downey Jr. and the great supporting cast, I'm going to give the movie a 1.0 out of 1.0 for actors.
Fight!
Round 8.
That ability to look into a situation beyond the obvious and discern its outcome. It's...
Why not a pilot without the plane?
Look who fell out of the sky, Mr. Tony Stark. I swear I didn't expect to see you walking around so soon.
I'm doing a little better than walking. Rhodey, I'm working on something big.
You're about to make a whole lot of people around here real happy, because that little stunt at the press conference, that was a doozy.
This is not for the military. I need you to listen to me.
No, what you need is time to get your mind right. I'm serious. It's nice seeing you, Tony.
Okay, so the movie earns a point right there, simply because I like the realism that this movie displays when it comes to the military. The whole Marvel universe is pretty consistent with this, but I like how the movie hints at the military's bloodlust for war, as the military panics when Tony says he's shutting down his weapons. Rhodey even tells Tony to get his mind right when he tells him he's not making military weapons anymore. The next movie goes more into it than this movie, but the military definitely loves war and always tries to get the biggest weapon.
Fight!
Round 9.
Next. Up. Not complete, dummy. Ready. Got me. Up. Screw it, don't even look. You. Okay, let's do this right. Dummy, look alive. We're on standby for fire safety. You, roll it. 2, 1.
Okay, so the movie earns a point right there. These are some good shots, as the movie does a good job showing off the tiny details and steps it went in to make the Iron Man suit. So with that, I'm gonna give the movie a 0.5 out of 0.5 for visuals and stunts.
Fight!
Round 10.
A mile hike to the outskirts of Gilmera can only be described as a descent into hell. Villagers have been forced to take shelter in whatever crude dwellings they can find, in the ruins of other villages, or here in the remnants of an old Soviet smelting plant. Recent violence has been attributed to a group of foreign fighters referred to by locals as the 10 Rings. As you can see, these men are heavily armed and on a mission. With no political will or international pressure, there's very little hope for these refugees. A child's simple question, where are my mother and father? There's very little hope for these refugees.
Okay, so the movie earns another point right there. What a great sequence of Tony looking at the news filled with anger and then suits up and goes over there and does something about it. Come on, man. That was dope.
Fight!
Round 11.
Bases. We have nothing.
Any high altitude surveillance in the region? This thing just appeared out of nowhere. How come it didn't show up on the radar?
Got a minimal radar cross section, sir.
Hello.
Tony.
Who's this?
It's Rhodes.
Sorry, hello?
I said it's Rhodes. What the hell is that noise?
Well, yeah, I'm driving the top down.
Speaking of funny, we've got a weapons depot that was just blown up a few clicks from where you were being held captive.
Well, that's a hot spot.
Why do you sound out of breath, Tony?
I'm not. I was just jogging in the
I
canyon.
thought you were driving.
Right, I was driving to the canyon where I'm gonna jog.
You sure you don't have any tech in that area I should know about?
Nope. That's my exit.
Just went supersonic. I got a lock. Flares!
Point left! Holy, sat visual has been lost.
I
Hello?
Hi, Rhodey, it's me.
It's who?
I'm sorry, it is me. You asked what you're asking about is me.
No, see, this isn't a game. Understand that.
It's not a piece of equipment. I'm in it. It's a suit. It's me!
Rhodey,
On your belly. It looks like a man. Hunt out! Hunt out!
Whiplash 2, do you see a shoot?
Negative. No shoot. No shoot. Why shoot, Jim?
Re-engage. Execute evasive maneuver.
Keep going.
Okay, so the movie earns a point right there. This is one of my favorite scenes in the movie, as Tony tries to evade the Air Force. The scene is good by itself, but the actors make the scene fun.
Now, what am I supposed to tell the press?
Training exercise. Isn't that the usual BS?
It's not that simple. An unfortunate training exercise involving an F-22 Raptor occurred yesterday.
This scene is really good directing-wise, as Jon Favreau does well showing off Iron Man in this movie. So with that, I'm gonna give the movie a 1.0 out of 1.0 for directing.
Fight!
Round 12.
Welcome. Compliments of Tony Stark. He paid us trinkets to kill a prince.
Show me the weapon. So this is how he did it.
Stark has perfected his design. We have a common enemy. We're still in business.
Okay, so that's gonna be my point. Obadiah turning out to be the villain isn't bad, but the movie does stumble a bit in cliche territory, as the primary villain turns out to be Tony's family friend trying to take over his company. So that will hinder the plot and story of the movie a bit, but not by much.
Fight!
Round 13.
Tony? Tony, are you there?
You remember this one, right? It's a shame the government didn't approve him. There's so many applications for causing short-term paralysis. See? It was just fate that you survived that. You had one last golden egg to give. Your father, he helped give us the atomic bomb. Now, what kind of world would it be today if he was as selfish as you?
Okay, so that's gonna be my point. I do love Robert Downey Jr.'s acting in this scene, but isn't it a bit naive for Tony to not think Obadiah was dirty in some way and/or wanted him out? Obi already told him.
Hey, who do you think locked you out? I was the one who filed the injunction against you.
And Tony knew someone was selling weapons under the table.
What do you plan to do with this information if I bring it back here?
Same drill. They've been dealing under the table, and I'm gonna stop them. I'm gonna find my weapons and destroy them.
I don't know. I also wish Obadiah would have used the paralyzer thing in the suit. That shit could have really came in handy.
Fight!
Round 14.
Tony! Tony, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Obadiah, he's gone insane.
Get
He
out
built
there.
a suit.
Get out there right now.
The services are no longer required.
Put him down.
Collateral damage, Tony. From nothing. And nothing is gonna stand in my way.
Sir, it appears that his suit can fly.
Duly noted. Take me to maximum altitude.
With only 15% power, the odds of reaching that are...
I know the math. Do it.
11%.
Keep going.
But my suit is more advanced in every way.
How'd you solve the icing problem?
Icing problem.
Might want to look into it.
We are now running on emergency backup power.
Nice try. Very clever, Tony.
Potts,
Tony!
this isn't working. We're gonna have to overload the reactor and blast the roof.
Well, how are you gonna do that?
You're gonna do it.
Okay. I'm going in now.
Make sure you wait until I clear the roof of ice in time.
This looks important.
You finally outdid yourself, Tony. You made your father proud.
It's ready, Tony. Get off the roof.
You ripped out my targeting system.
Time to hit the button!
You told me not to!
Just do it!
You'll die!
Push it!
Okay, so the movie earns a point right there. The fight is pretty good. So with that, I'm going to give the movie a 0.5 out of 0.5 for action. So there you guys have it. That's my match against Iron Man. Real heroes look like they're built as Iron Man ends up winning this one. But we're not done yet though. Let's go check out the final numbers. Okay, so we have the directing, the actors and the acting, the visuals and the stunts, and the action for the movie. When it comes to the plot and the story of the movie, the origin story of Tony Stark was well done by director Jon Favreau, with the perfectly cast Robert Downey Jr. in the role.
I am Iron Man.
What hinders the plot and the story a bit is the reason for the severing tears to keep Tony alive in the first place, and the cliche bad guy plot point of someone close to Tony trying to take over his company. The plot and story is really good though. So with that, I'm going to give the movie a 0.8 out of 1.0 for plot and story. So now that we have all the numbers, let's add them up. So the movie ends up with a 4.1 out of 4.5, and that gives it an A rating. So there you guys have it. That's my movie review of Iron Man. If you guys liked the review, don't forget to leave a like. And also let me know what you guys thought of the ranking. Also let me know which movie you want me to go against. But next week, the movie I'll be going against, people don't like it when it's angry. But until then, this is Joshua Freeman. This has been Joshua vs. the Movies. I'm going to see you guys in the next match. What's up everybody? Thank you guys for tuning into the video. If you guys like what you saw, don't forget to hit subscribe. And if you guys want to check out more content, don't forget to visit the page. And I'm going to see you guys in the next match.